remember one year, I think I was 8 or 10 years old, somewhere in there. Somebody from the city had called you, and we were at your house for one of those gatherings, whether it was your birthday or Christmas. You took us to the police department, and there was a person there, a vagrant person, and you took them in the car with us. We went to the food pantry. I remember you getting a bag of food for them. And I think we took them to a motel for the night. But that's just kind of the person you were. It didn't matter when or who or where. You would go help somebody that was in need if you could help.
I'm Alan Goya of Boulder City, Nevada, and I've known Jack and Sandy Edwards for over 30 years. I guess mostly Jack because that's who I get the call from.
Jack has been my role model for generosity and compassion, complete integrity, a true humanitarian, a compassionate servant of the Lord and of his fellow man.
My dad has always been there for the community of Boulder City, whether it was starting off with Salvation Army and then he moved on to emergency aid.
You've been such a role model and just stand-up, optimal citizen ever since I've been alive. You've done so many great things for people in need. You've done great things for our family. You always do the right thing no matter what.
As a little girl, I remember helping them stock shelves at the local food pantry, ring bells for the Salvation Army during the holidays, and deliver food and gifts to families in need. Service wasn't just something they did, it was who they were.
We want to congratulate Jack and Sandy both on this prestigious award, their ability to see where there's a need and step in and say, I can help out. And that is their legacy for sure.
I miss back when I was a kid going on bike rides with you and hearing about all the family history and all the stories. But this award is definitely well-deserved. You've done a lot. I love you. Congratulations.
They did a lot of service and took care of their family, their friends, and people in need through emergency aid and got us all involved. Taught our kids such great values and really introduced them to so many things that are important.
Congratulations, G-Paw!
Congratulations, Grandpa. Thank you for all you do for our family and community.
We love you, G-Paw!
So we went to church one day and we all wanted, Dad, can we go out to eat? And you go, we're going out to eat. We're going to Sandy's restaurant. And we were all excited. And then when we pulled up at the driveway, all of a sudden we pretty much all realized, especially Lisa and I, Sandy's restaurant is Mom's food.
They had an effect on so many kids throughout the country.
The last 25 years were right here in this amphitheater where Jack used to ride around every morning saying, come to the amphitheater to see the Junior Ranger program. And Mom did all the work.
Jack is a wonderful man, but unlike Sandy, he's not perfect.
Mom, you are one hell of a great cook, and you know that. Because you taught me how to cook, and I taught Sean how to cook. All of our family, magic, I'm telling you.
Grandma for always pushing Grandpa, being a support and helping us and keeping the enthusiasm going amongst us. It's not that easy to collect cans when you're 12, you know.
I want to say thank you to my father for teaching me how to give. I am a very good giver, and I know it's because of him. And he also gave me a mouth, so I'm kind of mouthy, but they say he's relaxed at 88.
We wager as much as $200 on the Red Sox on his part and my Yankees. If I win, the money goes to the Red Mountain Music Company, of which my wife is the executive director. And if Jack wins, the money goes to, well, of course, Emergency Aid of Boulder City, which is also dear to my heart. So either way, we both win and the community wins.
And he can still ride a bike. So since he can ride a bike at 88, the pressure's on me, Dad. The pressure is on me.
You've done so much for so many people through emergency aid, and we're so proud of you. Do you happen to have a superhero cape hidden somewhere?
There's no one more deserving. You've always, every year you never fail. You have a huge heart and you're always pushing to help the less fortunate.
It's been a privilege through the years watching Jack and Sandy do their thing with emergency aid behind the scenes. He was always hustling on the phone.
I've gotten many calls from Jack since my Boy Scout times, like many of you have, and I've rung the bell at the credit union countless days.
We were told that Salvation Army wasn't going to participate with ringing the bells here in Boulder City, and Jack found a way to keep it going and make sure that all of the proceeds stayed right in our community.
You know, you're a hero in not only your family's eyes, but also the community around you. You've put in so much time and work and involvement in such great things like BC Emergency Aid and Salvation Army and Boy Scouts with me growing up.
School is one thing, but to be able to go through Boy Scouts and religion and have your grandpa be part of that is something I'll always cherish.
Throughout the years, we did many community service like Scouting for Food, which collected food for emergency aid. And Jack was really important in getting Salvation Army out of being the middleman for emergency aid. I remember answering one man's question shouted from a door after talking to one of my scouts, "Hey there, sir, what army are you guys collecting food for?" Anyway, so Jack ended that problem.
You put yourself out there and give of yourself and lead by example. And I know I've learned so much from you, how you hold yourself, how you treat others, your values. And I'm so lucky to be your grandson and to have learned those things from you throughout my life.
Your grandkids are your little soldiers. You know, we were younger, so golly, you worked us to the bone. It was free labor, but I'll tell you, that's what it felt like as a young kid. But as you get older, you realize we were fortunate enough to be able to do stuff like that, and you instilled a big part of that in me and, you know, and all your other grandkids.
They're the most supportive, thoughtful, loving, and caring grandparents that anyone could ask for. I'm truly lucky to have, the grandparents I do, and I'm super proud of them, and I love them so much.
Now at nearly almost 90 years old, they are still giving, still helping, and still inspiring.
I think the love that I have for the world is due to my grandfather. He obviously, through this award, gives his life to others to lift up the people who are in need. One story I like to share is every holiday season, putting together gifts and wrapping them on Christmas Eve and bringing them to a family in need with 2 kids and a young mom and who are unable to give gifts to their children. Those things, now having kids and looking back at it, my grandpa's a really good person.
Man, if I could just be half the man my father's been in his life, I'd been a happy person,
Jack is truly a man of the year, a man of any year. And I like best the fact that he's my friend. So congratulations, Jack. Well done, buddy.
Thank you, Jack and Sandy, for making me a better person by showing me that spending time and effort with family and community is important. It has made my life rich and rewarding.